Tomorrow's exams on math and world history. They're both red flags. And it's a scene that we'll just skip through because, again, while technically most of the scenes that we've gone through in this recording have not had any focus on Nerine, but still, my god. Then you realize, like, oh wait, wrong day, wrong classes, whoops. Daisy. Where's the plot? It still seems that, my god. How long is it gonna take to get to a scene that we haven't seen? Need to hurry up, I won't even have time to cram. I think it's true that getting nervous makes you want to go to the bathroom. I hurried back to the classroom after leaving the crowded restroom. I'll break would go over as soon as the plot, I don't really care. It's another scene that is skippable because it has nothing to do with the character of which we are going to go with in this route. Say it! Say it! Say it! No! No! Say it! You didn't say it! You didn't say your mama. How could you go a scene without saying that? Or maybe you did and I just overlooked it. My efforts from the I didn't care. Now I do, cause Nerine is on screen. Nerine came towards me with a worried expression on her face. If I have to choose between yes or no, then no, I'm not okay. I replied in a listless voice. You seem so relaxed. She was turning pale during the English exam. I see. As well as math, chemistry, physics, and history, huh? When you think about it, the English language must be a real pain in the ass to learn when you really think about it. It really is a clusterfuck of a language when you really get down to it. She seemed upset about the last part, but his academy didn't have exams in B and home ec. I think I should be able to avoid having to take extra lessons this time. I'll hold up my last lines of defense. That sounds good. I think everyone's going to escape having extra lessons this year. Where should we go? I think we have a good chance that everyone's going to escape having extra lessons. Well, we'll have summer next year too. The battlefield known as exam season was a horrific place.
Yosh, 全員筆記用具を置いて、回答用紙を前へと送れ。
The bell rang and our last exam was over. Would this be a bell from heaven that leads us to sanctuary, or would it be a bell from hell that pushes us down to the bottom of the abyss? Anyway, our time was up, and now we could do nothing but wait for the judgment call. Yes, we're finally free. People started showing relief as soon as Mayumi shouted that out. We finally made it through the biggest challenge of the first trimester, the final exams before summer break. I think my grades will be average. I believe I should be safe from getting any extra lessons, though. How about you? Well, I don't even need to ask, huh?
すみません。
You don't have to apologize.
でもやっぱりいくつか厳しいものもありました。90点台にいけそうにもないのが2教科ほど。
You're in a totally different league.
でもせっかくの夏休みですし、できれば他の皆さんとも一緒に遊べたらいいですよね。
I agree. Anyway, the battle for the summer at Rabina Academy is now over. Let's go out and party. The bell I longed for rang and classes were finally over for the day. Wait. It's always so weird how the scenes go like that. It just seems so random. The long week is over. I stretched my arms and felt relieved. We even had classes on Saturdays. You know, after going through something like that, I'd probably be like, I'm just gonna sleep at a desk. It's like, but school's over. Yeah, but I'm kind of exhausted. It's great as shit. I'm just gonna sleep here. Or maybe I'm just thinking that, because that's how I feel right now. I've been up since, I can't remember when I woke up. Late evening, I think it was. And it is now nearly 10 AM the next morning. So I've been up for, quite a few hours. I'm not sure how many. Quite a few. Since it was a stressful week of exams, I just then felt like I was truly free.
余裕そうな顔してるけど、今日戻ってきた試験の結果、そんなに良かったの？
I wish you hadn't reminded me of that. On the other hand, you seem to be in the middle of an emergency.
大丈夫。あと2つまで取れるんだから。
So you already bombed out on one of them. We'd had exams on 9 subjects and got 2 of them back today. I wish you luck. Ayumi's summer vacation was in jeopardy.
大丈夫。夏は来年もまたやってくるんだから。
That's an optimistic statement.
よーし。英語が赤いのは予定通り。このまま予定通りにことが進めば、赤点はギリギリ3つで終わるはず。しおちゃん、おめでとうございます。
I don't know about her extremely optimistic outlook. On my way to meet Itsuki, someone with a deep, familiar voice stopped me. And then I remembered what the scene was, and I thought, why not skip it? Because it's more sheer King of the Gods related. A bunch of delinquents gonna get their asses kicked by the King of the Gods. But we never got to find out what really went down. We were getting our exam results back. The entire class was growing agitated as if faced the moment of truth. Then voices of happiness and sadness echoed from all over the classroom. Man, the way I'm reading this is as if I'm half asleep, but technically that's partly true, really, isn't it? I looked down at the sheet of paper in my hand and smiled proudly at the fruit of my efforts.
リン、試験の時の約束覚えてるだろうね。
He was a failure for not knowing the word defeat. A poor little lamb was walking towards my desk. Of course I do. Are you sure though? I'm a different person today.
へえ、リンとは思えない自信だね。言っとくけど、俺様の調子は別に悪くなかったよ。
The word miracle is used to describe heroes like me who continue to fare challenges without giving up. Face.
なるほどね。奇跡が起きたんだ。
Itsuki squinted while sensing my true confidence through my words.
勝負！
Yeah, take this, whatever. We slammed our test results onto the desk, seeking the moment of truth. Itsuki, 91 points. Versus Rin, 92 points.
そんなバカな。
What did I tell you? A miracle happens to those who never give up. I won. I tapped Itsuki on his collapsing shoulders and enjoyed the feeling of victory for the first time since I entered this academy. It was a ridiculous idea to battle him on exam scores, though. Don't be too upset, you fought hard too. This time I just had more luck than you did. I stood up while talking to him, feeling fully satisfied. I headed towards the school store to get something to drink. My heart was filled with content. I decided to buy separate coffee and milk and have a double milk coffee to celebrate.
仕方ないね。俺様も全世界の不女子の恋人と言われた男だ。敗北は認めよう。
No one ever called him that.
けれど、これくらいやり返す権利はあるよね。
He stretched his leg in front of my feet, causing me to trip. Whoa! I defensively fell forward from his unexpected attack. Gravity took over from there, pulling my body against the floor. Wait, no, towards the ground in an arc. It's hard to freaking read the font sometimes. Ugh. I clenched my teeth while anticipating the pain I was about to face with my face. I heard a small scream and at the same time felt something very soft around my face.
土見てめえ。
リン、貴様、なんて羨ましいこと。
Seriously, that voice sounds more like a middle-aged woman.
リン君って意外と大胆なんだ。
The room was filled with angry, quite unique screams and jeers. I felt something big, soft and nice around my face. I sensed warmth beneath fabric and a fast-beating heart. This sensation couldn't be anything but. As I looked up, I saw a red face full of embarrassment and surprise. As I felt uneasy and tried to speak to her, Nerine moved her arm. She hugged my head with her thin arms, further burying my head between her breasts. My head was forcibly pressed against her boobs, and I sank deeper into her softness. The entire class was in shock. She and Kaide reacted with particularly loud responses. Nerine-san? I knew she wasn't using her power to force me into keeping this up. I could easily push her away if I needed to. However, the warm, soft sensation and her clean scent were messing with my mind. As I looked up at her face, she was happily hugging me with a shy look.
写真
I heard Mayumi getting excited from behind. This was definitely going to make the top page of the next school newspaper. I wonder what its title will be. I might as well enjoy the moment then. Today was an exhausting day. Huh? That attractive short girl with long blue hair is... Nerine?
リン様、今お帰りですか？
You too? It's kinda late for you. Usually we go home as soon as classes end.
はい、まゆみさんとお話をしていたら遅くなってしまいました。
With Mayumi?
はい。
She's trying to drag you onto the path to diligency, huh? If she attacks you, make sure you scream, okay? Actually, can use your offensive magic.
悪の道ですか？
She asked with a wry smile. Next moment she clapped her hand as if she'd just come up with something.
そうです。リン様はこれから何かご用がおありですか？
Today? Not really.
でしたら少し付き合っていただけませんか？
With you? Where?
まゆみさんに教わったんです。とても素敵なお店があると。いらっしゃいませ。
It was the cafe in the middle of the Sunlight Way. This is it?
はい。このお店のパフェが美味しいらしいんです。
Yeah, Tsuki's ordered it here a few times.
緑葉様がですか？
He actually loves sweet stuff, and that's why he's always orders some kind of dessert when he comes to a place like this. But he's insanely picky too, so it's almost difficult to find somewhere good. The real reason why he chooses this place is because of the waitress uniforms, though. So, do you like sweets too?
はい。一応女の子ですので。
Her smile seemed more excited than usual. She seemed so elegant, it was refreshing to see her getting so excited over a buffet like this. Whatever. So surprised to find that you actually like buffets. She blushed as I spoke with a wry smile. My pronunciation is always terrible, I know, and I always say that is terrible right after making terrible pronunciations.
そうですか。ですが、パフェと聞くとつい心が躍ってしまうのが女の子という生き物なんですよ。
I don't know, man. Look at Chie from Persona 4. More interested in steak than that, that's for damn sure. The devil princess looked like a normal girl as she spooned up her buffet with a smile. I'm starting to think this might not be so bad.
私の顔何かついていますか？
It's not that. It's just that
ただ
I like you that way too.
どうもありがとうございます。
Honestly, her embarrassed face was so generally cute. And then the next day. Is there gonna be a scene that we haven't seen? Nope. She jumped into view in a panic right before the start of class. What is it? Why are you so worked up?
3次元目の英語の訳ってやってある？
English? No, I'm not going to be called on today. Oh, it's your turn, huh?
昨日の夜からずっと辞書とにらめっこしてるんだけどわからなくって。もう他の国の言葉なんて覚えなくたっていいじゃない。
I'd forgotten how bad she was at studying, especially English. But you're totally fluent in Japanese, right? Then why not English too?
日本語はリン君と一緒にいるために覚えたの。それ以外の言葉は翻訳魔法使ってるからそれなしだと。
Translation magic?
実際には翻訳してるわけじゃないんだけどね。相手の人の頭の中にその言葉を直接流し込むの。言葉の種類なんて関係なし。言いたいことを直接送り込むわけだから一種のテレパシーみたいなものかな。
But what about receiving? Just because you'd be able to like send them a message to them like that, would they in turn be able to communicate back or what? I see, so that's how she communicated with me 8 years ago. It's quite convenient. can see why they don't let you use that magic during class. It's not like you're studying by using it.
というわけだから英語の訳がわからないの。
I wish I could help you, but as I already told you, I haven't done it myself. You should ask someone else.
頭がいいって言ったらやっぱり緑間。
Bad idea, he'll be able to help you alright, but you never know what he'll ask you in return. You have to be careful.
そうなんだ。
How about Nerine? She's smart, right?
他のはともかく英語は。
I think you have the wrong impression. There are devils and gods who are actually good at human languages. If she's out, then how about Mayumi? Well, it's a waste of time just thinking about her. Your last hope would be...
まゆみちゃん、オレンジジュースでいい。かえちゃん、お願い、私を助けて。はい。役が3次元目で英語なの。
She's done.
あれ？リン君お弁当は？
She asked as she looked at my empty hands. It was finally lunchtime. We were all gathered together, relaxing on a blanket spread out on the roof. Man, I just feel like lying down, just like take a nap or something, you know?
私もしかして私忘れちゃいましたか？
Gotta ask me in a panic. I waved my hand and put her at ease. The guys had to run a marathon in PE during second periods. I burned off a lot of calories and it left me exhausted. I'm sure it's a very effective workout, but I'm not trying to lose any weight now. Therefore, what do you think happens? You answer, Tsuki.
カロリーだけが消費され、体がエネルギーを求め出す。ただし補給を制限する必要はないってわけだし、当然迅速な補給を必要とするわけだね。つまりは早弁ってことか。
Your assessment is correct. There wasn't even a single grain of rice left inside of my empty lunchbox.
まあ今日この時間まで弁当を残してる男子なんてうちのクラスには一人もいないだろうね。
購買部でパン買ってくればよかったのに。
I tried, but no dice. I'm usually a blessed pig, so I couldn't win over such hungry wolves. I realized how blessed I am every day. Thank you, Kaide.
どういたしましてです。
正面から言ったのかい？それはダメダメだね。いくらなんでも購買を知らなすぎる。
You were moving slower than I was. You're part of the pigs too.
残念ながら俺様はさっきの休み時間中に裏契約を使ってフライングで入手した。問題なし、ノープロブレム、もう満タイ。
What? That's foul play. You could have gotten something for me too.
一度くらいは入手の苦労を知るべきなんだよ。最初から楽したら購買に命を懸けている狼たちがかわいそうだろ。そもそも楓ちゃんの弁当を毎日食ってるような幸せ者をこれ以上幸せにしたくない。
Is that what you've been thinking?
俺様だけじゃなくバーベナ学園男子一同のだけどね。
As I looked around, I saw all the guys on the roof nodding in agreement with his words.
でしたらリンクもしよかったら私のお弁当少し食べますか？
Are you sure? However, I suddenly remembered something. I could have sworn Nerine wasn't any good at cooking.
その作ったのは私ではないので、安心してください。
I guess I made that obvious of a face. She spoke through blushed embarrassment and picked up a piece of fried egg with her chopsticks. With a gentle smile, she slowly brought the food to my mouth. Itsuki's got the, you know, kind of like, just, he doesn't really look that angry. He looks more like, get a room, you two. But this indicates that he's quite pissed off, more than just like kind of annoyed. That indicates that he's quite pissed off, more than, you know, just typically annoyed. I heard a small scream. Kaede was pointed at us with a contorted face. However, she realized what she was doing, turned bright red, and went silent. Mayumi was chuckling beside her. As I turned back to face Nerine, she was still smiling at me. She continued to bring her chopsticks towards my mouth. And Itsuki continues to be annoyed. Nerine-san? She trying to feed me in front of an audience?
どうかしましたか？安心してください。お母様もお父様もお料理の腕は確かですから。
Yeah, that's not the deal here, that is, yeah. That's not exactly the point I was trying to get across. As I looked around, everyone was still staring at us in curiosity. Even people out of our circles were doing it. Some of them were staring at me with a fierce look full of hatred.
やはりこういう時には言わなければダメなのでしょうか。
Huh?
人間界ではこういった時にはこう言わないと食べてはいけないと聞いたことがあるのですが。
She fidgeted as she stuttered to get it out. She just increased my level of embarrassment. Who the hell taught her about this? Mind you, I had a good idea of who it was. Mr. Demon King. I walked down the Sunrise Way after school. Usually I'd hang out with my friends, but today I passed because I had plans. Today I'd finally got those shoes I didn't get to buy last month. But it's just my luck that while I used to see them everywhere, they weren't anywhere to be seen today. It's way too hot out here. I looked up at the sky, a large yellow spear was casting strong lights at the ground. I guess I can skip this scene then, because it's not Nerine related. It's Mama related. You gonna say it this time? We need a Mama.
ですから。はい。旅行式朝ちゃん。お席の方。贈り物。
Come on, you can do it. No, not a Mama, just no. Disappointing. I stuck my hand inside the vending machine and claimed my milk. It was just after second period and there were quite a few people lounging around in the cafeteria as I continued to wait impatiently for a scene that we have not seen. I could understand how some of them would sleep as long as possible in the morning, then get their breakfast at school. I've got to appreciate Kaede. I thanked her for granting me a decent, humane lifestyle. However, I could only say this in my heart. I was too shy to actually say it out loud. My next class is the chemistry lab. The lab was in the opposite direction of our classroom, making it the furthest room from ours. If I ran back to the classroom and got my textbook, I'd make it to the lab in the nick of time. I went upstairs while drinking my milk. Oh, it's this scene again, I see. Wait, did we even see... We didn't see this scene in the... Senpai's route when we were going through that, did we? Might as well skip it then. Ass to face! Awkwardness! As they just, you know, just kind of... Seriously. Wouldn't the first thought be, you know, to actually get up off the ground? The awkwardest thing ever. Well, there could be plenty more awkward than that, but that was pretty awkward.
ねえねえりんちゃんってすっごく歌うまいんでしょ。さっき聞いたんだけど、魔界の方だと天使のカネーなんて呼ばれてたって。いえ、それはお願い、私たちぜひ聞いてみたいの。
It was lunch break. I overheard a conversation as I returned from getting something to drink from the vending machine. The Angel's Bell, huh? I remembered how Nerine was singing in the park. She had such a clear singing voice which could be heard all the way in the residential area. That voice deserved to be called the Angel's Bell. Though calling the devil singing the Angel's Bell, I don't even know who actually came up with it, but whoever did had a great sense of humor.
申し訳ありません。
It looked like negotiations had broken down. Nerine apologized to the disappointed girls. As she bowed deeply to express her apology, the negotiations ended. So she refused. She certainly could sing, but I didn't know why she was so bashful about doing it in front of others. She was having so much fun singing too. I reached for my drink while watching Nerine leave the classroom. Everyone began leaving rather quickly after school. I walked down the hallway with my bag in my hand after most of the students had already left.
リン様？
As I turned around to answer the unexpected call, I saw Nerine happily running towards me.
まだお帰りではなかったのですね。教室の方にいらっしゃらなかったので、もういらっしゃらないと思っていました。
Sorry, I was talking to Itsuki. Isn't it unusual for you to be here this late?
はい、私もまゆみさんとお話をしていたら。
Unlike during class, time passes quickly when we're having fun, huh?
本当ですね。
Yeah, time tends to drag a lot more when, you know, stuff like, if you're enjoying yourself, passing the time just freaking flies by. If it's like, you're bored out of your mind, time freaking feels like, it's like the clock isn't even moving at all. Renee giggled a little, but her face changed quickly.
ご一緒させていただいてもよろしいですか？
Hey, why are you being so formal? We are neighbors, aren't we?
ですが、リン様にはリン様のご予定というものがありますし。
I smiled wryly, seeing Nerine act this way. Luckily, I'm done with my plans for the day. Let's go home. I patted her on the back. We walked together as the sun set. The whole way Nerine stayed about a step behind me. By the way, have you heard everyone's final results? Although I'm sure everyone did well except Mayumi. So, how did she do?
それが。
Never mind, you don't need to say your face answered my question. She should be happy that she can spend an extra month at school while everyone else has to stay home despite paying tuition. What a bargain.
お得なんですか？
Actually, it's only fair she was goofing around while everyone else was studying hard. I'm not going to think about what I was doing myself back then, seeing as how I was no longer important. Well, we'll enjoy our summer vacation.
ですが、一月半も皆さんにお会いできないのかと思うと、ちょっぴり寂しいです。
You'll see most of them really soon. I hear this summer is supposed to be a scorcher.
それはどういう？
Rabina Academy opens later than the others, but it's free all summer. You'll get it soon enough. I took advantage of it extremely well last year and was planning to do the same again. I wonder how Nerine would look. Just like Itsuki said, we boys couldn't help imagining things like that. Besides, Nerine was just attractive that way. Narine's charm. By the way,
はい。
people call you the Angel's Bell, right? Music stops. That's kind of rare. As soon as I said it, a shadow appeared on her face.
ひょっとして今日の聞いて。
Yeah, you said if there's a chance before, right? I would love to hear you sing again. I really didn't mean it to be anything special, and just spoke honestly. However, Nerine looked surprisingly sad.
すみません。
It was really clearly a refusal. Seriously, the font is really hard to read sometimes. Her reaction was extremely unexpected, especially when I could still remember her voice from before and was hoping to hear it again.
確かにお聞かせする機会があればとも思うんですけれど、歌は嫌いですから。
You don't?
はい。
Narine's face was full of sadness and sorrow.
歌は嫌いなんです。
But you were singing back then, right? The song you were singing at the park, you saying that someone who doesn't like to sing was singing like that?
あれはレクイエムですから。
Requiem?
すみません。自分の歌がいろいろと噂されているのは知っていますけれど、私は歌いたくないんです。私は歌なんて。
I didn't know what to tell her, and she looked like she was about to cry. I could tell that Nerine truly didn't want to sing. However, the voice I heard in the park, that clear melody, someone who didn't like doing it couldn't sing that way. Someone who loves songs, someone who loves to sing, only someone like that can capture people's hearts. The Angel's Bell. I wonder what kind of emotion is in it. Well, we're gonna find out in this route most likely, unlike in Kaide's route, which, you know, it seemed like it'd be Narine's route that time, but it wasn't, because it ended up being
アルバイト
Kaide's.
しようが純粋性交友しようが構わん。私からあえて言いたいことは一つ。ちゃんと節度を持て。
ええ、よくわかってますからご安心を。
どうやらちゃんと成長はしているようだな。名指しをされる前に自分から認めるとは。
いつも通りの節度ある行動を取らせていただきます。
まるでいつも節度があるみたいに聞こえる。どこぞの審査機構に訴えられる前に訂正するように。
The semester's closing ceremony, aka the annual Lullaby Festival, was now over. Indeed, man, I freaking feel like taking a nap right now. I think some people were actually sleeping. Yeah, like me. I could use some more sleep. The customary comic dialogue between Miss B and Itsuki took place, providing the ceremony with its most must-see events. Well, whatever. I don't need to say anything about my report card. It was actually okay, and I did pretty decently by my standards. The semester had finally come to an end. Hooray! Please leave him alone. He fought bravely. Of course he had to win, but he still lost. However, everyone will remember how brave he was, right?
でも
It'll be too cruel to remind him. Let's just not say anything. By tomorrow he'll find himself stronger. I know he will.
はい、そうですね。辛い時だからこそ一人でいたい時ってありますもんね。
No, I like how they're just like, oh, the, you know, kind of comedy between Miss B and Itsuki, and they completely skip over that and just talk about it instead. Just like, why? That's right, that's exactly what he's going through right now.
まゆみ、夏休みの補習確定なんだって。おめでとう。うちのクラスからは2人しかいないらしいから、まさに双璧だったってことだね。
Well, now that was on purpose. The two kings were waiting for us when we got home. What? Gentlemen, what's going on? They looked unusually serious and I could feel something different in the air.
リンちゃん、よく聞いてほしいんだけどね。
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yes? The king of the devils got close to me.
海に行こうじゃないか。
The noble king of the devils said something very out of character. You've done a great job.
待てや、リン殿。
A huge hand grabbed my shoulder. He spoke calmly, but he sounded maliciously intense.
夏といえば海、海といえば家族旅行、家族旅行といえば家族団らん。一家の大黒柱としてこの大イベントを無視するわけにはいかれんだよ。
What he was saying wasn't noble at all.
リンちゃん、海に行こうじゃないか。海に行こうぜ。
You two, their eyes were telling me that if I refused, I'd be dead for sure.
なお、できるのならば綺麗なお嬢さん方を大勢呼んでくれたまえ。ああ、綺麗どころが多いに越したことはねえな。
Okay, I'll ask everyone, so maybe next week. The two smiled wryly, but maybe it will be fun to go to the beach with everyone. For the third time. Urbina Academy's pool is opening soon too, but I decided not to tell them about it. Hey, now it must be Narine's route, because now her pictures, like, image, whatever is showing up now.
まあというわけでだ。本日よりプール開きと相なるわけだが、人間には三大欲求の他に理性というものが存在することを忘れないように。いいな、緑場。
紅女子、今の言い方だと俺様だけが異常性欲の持ち主だという風に聞こえるんですけれど。
ああ、そいつはすまんな。少し分かりにくかったか。
さすがは紅女子、話が分かりますね。
だからズバリその通りだと言ってるんだよ。
With these words from Miss B, Verbena Academy's pool was officially open. But, you know, now we've finally got to Narine's route, at least, like... This scene will probably be slightly different, I don't know, because it's in the white font now, so it's a scene that we haven't seen. Although we've seen this scene before, but I guess it's gonna be a bit different. It seems Narine's route has officially begun. And now that it's officially begun, I feel like taking a nap. Got sidetracked and blanked out there a bit, so I'll edit that out. Well, anyways, though, I can't be asked recording any further because I feel sleepy, you know. So I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.